Joining us for Focus Start with Art, I'm Laura McHugh. The Lehigh Valley and surrounding communities serve as home to a large number of fine artists practicing across a wide variety of media. Many of them have national and international reputations and have garnered distinguished awards and top dollar for their works. Focus reporter Grover Silcox recently learned more about a Bethlehem club bringing together artists from all stages of their careers. Grover?
Thanks, Laura. About 200 of the region's artists belong to the Bethlehem Palette Club, an organization that will celebrate its 70th anniversary in 2017. In its long history, the Bethlehem Palette Club has nurtured the talents of beginners to seasoned professionals with its programs and workshops. I recently had the chance to see Palette Club artists in action at one of their weekly paint-ins. A passion for creating fine art in a myriad of media brings together the 200 members of the Bethlehem Palette Club.
The group is a wonderful group. Everyone's very serious, and we have watercolorists, pastelists, people doing charcoal.
Sandra Kupora, a Bethlehem-based artist, joins her fellow Palette Club members for their weekly paint-in at the College Hill Moravian Church.
Every week from January to the end of April, we have a model who sits for portrait, and it gives you 3 hours to try to get a likeness. It's very challenging. Every week it's a different model, all ages, all appearances, ethnicities, just so much fun to see what you get.
Sandra, who works primarily in oils and with plein air or outdoor subjects, enjoys the opportunity to paint portraits at these weekly sessions.
It's one of the hardest things to do. I think it's one of the best exercises for practicing your eye and hand coordination.
Sandra now has an exhibit of her own at the State Theater Gallery in Easton.
Since the gallery is 100 feet long, it was an opportunity to hang all the large landscapes. So some of them are 5 feet wide. So it looks really wonderful in that long gallery.
Back at the paint-in, Louise Cosgrove, an artist and retired art teacher in the Salisbury School District, strives to capture more than just the model's likeness.
I try to get their personality to come out. What is their spark they have in there? I'll see if they have an interesting mouth, curled up lip, or, grimace or whatever, or a sparkle in their eye.
Louise manages the paint-ins for the club, and she's always on the lookout for models who will volunteer their time.
Sometimes I ask strangers, well, I'll go to a place where it's pretty safe, like a symphony event or an art museum gala, and I'll approach a stranger if I think, oh, they have interesting bone structure, or I love their hair, or wow, what a great mustache, something that attracts me to want to do their portrait.
Often members ask family and friends to pose.
Sandy Kupora from the Palette Club is the reason that I'm here. She invited me a few years ago to sit for this very talented group, and I enjoy doing it.
Vince Gentlecore, a member of the Bethlehem Fine Arts Commission, has volunteered 3 times as a model for the club.
I think they're diverse, they're unique from different angles, and people capture me in different ways. They have different techniques, and I'm quite impressed by the scope of talent with the Palette Club.
Since its founding in 1947, the Palette Club has offered members educational workshops, lectures, and opportunities to practice and share ideas. And of course, it provides the weekly paint-ins through the winter and paint-outs to do outdoor scenes in the spring.
It was a joy to join and be brought in, and we try really hard to make it welcoming and make it never be cliquish.
Pam Bayless, an artist and membership chair, sees the paint-ins and paint-outs and other activities of the club as a great way for artists to learn from one another.
But if you're new and you want to come to one of these things, you kind of struggle on for the quiet time. And then during the break, if you want to question somebody who looks like they know what they're doing, you can, and they can help you.
The Palette Club also sponsors open and juried exhibitions. Juried is where an independent artist selects the work submitted for the exhibit and then chooses the winners. Currently, the club has a juried exhibit at the Siegel Gallery at Iacocca Hall on Lehigh University's Mountaintop campus.
We have about 10 prizes, 7 monetary prizes, and 3 honorable mentions.
Bernie Tyler, a watercolor artist, won 2 prizes at this exhibit. She earned an honorable mention for her watercolor called Reflections. She also received 4th prize for an abstract called What's in My Nest.
I decided to play with my inks one day. I started playing with them and just throwing color. And I'm looking at it, and pretty soon I see a bird image. So I thought, My husband said, let it go. Don't do anything else to it. Just let it go. So I did. And then I lined it with a black lining. So I didn't plan this at all. There was no planning in that picture at all.
The exhibit features everything from abstracts and watercolors to oils and mixed media. The exhibit reflects a variety of styles and techniques from the Palette Club's many accomplished artists.
You have to spend alone time with your work. But to be with a group of artists like this, you are encouraged, you are pushed, because it makes you want to do better, develop more as an artist.
Because every artist is a work in progress. For Focus, I'm Grover Silcox reporting.
Thank you, Grover, and I understand you'll be one of their next subjects.
Yes, I was invited to be a model for the Palette Club. They're always looking for folks to volunteer their time. It's a 3-hour, sit-in there, and I was honored to be asked. So at the end of March, I'll be a model for the Palette Club, and we'll see what happens. That may be the biggest challenge.
As a mom of a 2-year-old, I would love the opportunity to sit still for 3 hours, and seeing all the portraits would be a bonus.
Well, as Vince, the model at the painting I was at, said, you can get into a Zen experience. So maybe I'll have that same experience. We'll see.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing the portraits. Thank you, Grover.
You're welcome.